It's indeed a very wonderful moment for Academy of Orthopedic Manual Physical Therapists for three reasons. One is the course, of course, the successful completion of a specialist course. That means we are doing an advanced training. So when it concludes well, okay, that is the actual, what is called as the beginning of the realistic learning for the participants. So that is the next stage. So that is the first. And the second point is the guest of honor, the person whom we have to join us, contribute his wealth of wisdom, and of course, his positive energy, as always he has done. I can tell that in our field of physiotherapy, if there is one person who will stand with you when you are in trouble, not just to listen to you that, you are telling all the sufferings, a person who takes effort to make sure that your sufferings end, okay? He's a problem solver for other persons, okay? And he has such contacts all around India, and he is not just the contacts which is commercial or it is professional, it is the moral obligation. Everybody feels that he has helped them, he's helped him. So they will definitely listen to him when he is actually suggesting. And I have been a direct, what is called as the first-hand experience I have got of that, okay? So Dr. Suhail is such a wonderful person. It's indeed a great pleasure for us to have him as the guest of honor for today for this valedictory. And the third surprise is, of course, the dual one. One is from his side, which is he's going to take the talk. Okay, he's going to give a talk on the sharing the sports injuries, especially lumbar spine injuries in cricket bowlers. So sir is going to share his experience and he's going to definitely highlight very important aspects, because if we have covered everything in this lumbar spine specialist course, if it was one thing that we missed, it's the sports injuries. So that again, definitely Dr. Suhail Ahmed Mir is always sent by God to create that completeness. And of course, the surprise from our side is the first time ever we are instituting an award of such a high, what is called as esteem in professional identity. That is the Physio Ratan Award from the AOMPTs, the first Physio Ratan, okay, the inauguration. The award is because I was thinking of what award should I give to Dr. Suhail, and I was not feeling that all other awards were eligible to actually go to him. And then I felt that this is the only thing that I can actually give to honor and what is called as my gratefulness on behalf of the gratefulness of the professional community towards God for creating such a person. Okay, so we are going to listen from sir and enjoy the interaction with sir, and make sure that you also don't miss his courses. Okay, you will definitely have the what is called as a total transformation. Okay, a person who realistically takes the courses, who takes on the field physiotherapy management and things, and of course the dry needling he has taken under Dr. Ali Rani. So there are a lot of I can tell he's so resourceful, not only in Jammu and Kashmir, as I was highlighting that it is all over India. I don't know outside also. I didn't have any necessity, so I didn't ask him. But he has an international experience. He worked in many countries and he has his own contacts. And of course, when it comes to what is called as organizing events, okay, he has organized conferences also. He has been a speaker also. My experience in that regard was there was a conference and I was just talking to him. And he said that the conference is just in 3 days. Okay. And he said, start, come, I am booking the flight ticket now. You come, you are one of the speaker. Okay. I said, how will you arrange suddenly? Okay. And 2-3 days gap of flight tickets will be, I was like, it was unimaginable. He said that, no, I am booking the ticket. You are coming, you are starting. That's it. There's no other things. Unfortunately, because of the convocation, and I was supposed to represent as the dean in that university that month. So I said that I have to refuse that. So remember that if he feels that he has to do it, that was our first direct conversation, okay, which is a professional interaction. And he's telling that I know you and we all know each other. We have been seen here and there, but this is a conference and you can be a speaker. You should come. Okay, so he was like really, he can mobilize things the fastest. Okay, amazing inspiration for a man who means teamwork. So I hand over with a lot of pride and privilege. I hand over the stage to Dr. Ritu. Madam is a senior core committee member, and I can say that she is one person who is a standalone representative, the feminine representation of the Academy of Orthopedic Manual Physical Therapists. Okay, I can say because as a woman with the family, with patients, okay, and a lot of responsibilities, she has not missed a single session of AOMPT for the past 1.5 years. Okay, throughout this lockdown, and Dr. Suhail knows that how many webinars, how many masterclasses I have been conducting daily. Okay, so all the sessions, madam has not missed even one. Okay, even on the day when her mom left for a heavenly abode, she was attending the class. Okay, so that's something which is like phenomenal, superhuman. Although whether she realizes or not, she is also another simple personality. I request Ritu Sani officially and Ritu Madan for the academy. Madam, senior physical therapist practicing in Delhi, introduce our beloved Dr. Suhail Ahmed Mir with this list of achievements so that it goes on record in the pages of history for the future viewers of this video to get inspired and be a better human being. Okay.
Right.
So over to Ritu ma'am. Yes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. And very warm welcome to our guest of honor, Dr. Suhail Ahmed, sir. I'm feeling very much privileged that sir has given me this opportunity to introduce because I think there is no need of introduction after sir words, but it's my pleasure to tell more thing about you so that others can also know about you. So very warm welcome in AOMPT, and as sir was telling about your achievements, so I'm going to tell to others also. Sir has worked as the head of the Department of Physiotherapy at JCI Accredited Center MOH KSA, framed international policies and the procedures. Awarded with Best International Employee Award 2014 at KSA. First physiotherapist to take initiative and create physiotherapy post at PHC and Council Formation Regularity Body in JNK since 2017. Present. Appointed as a sports physiotherapist for Arunachal cricket team by BCCI in 2018. Expert dry needling instructor at various eminent places like Jaipur, Nanavati Hospital, Mumbai, and Jammu and Kashmir. Conducted various free health camps and conferences for people of JNK. Delivered speech on various topics like sports rehab, load management at many conferences and the seminars. Popular writer and speaker for the physiotherapy professionals at various platforms in JNK media platforms. Owner and founder of Advanced Physiotherapy and Sports Clinic at Srinagar. Chairman, the Philonist Global Academy. President, J&K Physiotherapist Association. These all are the sir achievement, and many more things we will listen from sir, how he will share about their sports, about the sports injury, that we are very eager to learn and listen about the sports injury, because I think it's a demand of the time that we should know. The physiotherapists should not restrict their knowledge with only the manual therapy, simple for the simple disorder, dysfunction, but we have to know more about the sports injuries also. So it's our pleasure. We will listen from sir, because I have seen your many posts that free camps and the helping of other physiotherapists in many groups. I have seen your post, how you are helping the others and you are giving the speech. I have seen many things about you in that, but today sir has given me this opportunity to talk about your life and that your achievement. So thank you and welcome to in session, sir. Over to you, sir.
Yes,
sir.
Dr. Suhail, are we ready to begin?
Yes, sure, doctor.
Okay, you can share your screen, the PowerPoint.
No, I don't have PowerPoint, but I can.
Okay, no problem.
Like
go ahead with your session.
Yes, okay, sir.
Right.
Okay.
The one thing is, I always tell.
Yes.
For people whose words are very powerful, okay, their points become powerful. They don't need a PowerPoint. Okay, so that is how it goes. Right. Go ahead. Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Dr. Professor Senthil Kumar. Uh, Good evening, everyone. First of all, I would like to thank Dr. Professor Senthil Kumar, founder and chairman AOMPT. Uh, I would like to thank him for inviting me as guest of honor. I'm deeply touched by this great honor received by AOMPT. Dr. Professor Senthil Kumar is an asset to our profession. His efforts towards his noble professional development and encouraging and inspiring new youth and new generations to highest next level. So such rewards in turn help us to strive for better future for our profession, and I shall continue with the noble work with everyone's support and encouragement. Thank you once again, Dr. Professor Senthil Kumar, for giving me an opportunity to share my school of thought. So coming to the point of low back pain, for me, low back pain is a multifactorial problem. It could be due to a lot of reasons like accidents, road traffic accidents, osteoarthritis, and herniation disc, uh, spinal canal stenosis. Then we have QL, quadratus lumborum issues, SI joint issues, and then we have poor posture while sitting, sleeping, standing, and walking. So many contributing factors for the low back pain. So as I'm attached with cricket sport, so in fast bowlers, they have like different sports injuries. In fast bowlers, especially lumbar stress fractures. Initially, there will be like spotting, like stress reaction due to higher workloads. So load monitoring and management is very important for fast bowlers. So there could be also stress fracture, as I mentioned. There will be pars defect in young fast bowlers due to, it could be also due to wrong bowling mechanics. Those who have mixed action, like if they have action of from front on and they go to completely side on, there will be a rotation of first initially there will be hyperextension of the spine followed by flexion, then rotation on fixed hip. So here main important thing is spinal range of motion and hip range of motion. So these things are very important. And also there could be other reasons due to, as I mentioned, due to long formats of multi-days matches. That could be also a reason for low back pain. And quadratus lumborum issues also in fast bowlers, in unilateral tightness, if there is tightness in QL, that can also aggravate low back pain. So these are like small, idea. And SI joint issues, dysfunction due to the landing in fast bowlers. So these are the few contributing factors for low back pain in fast bowlers, especially those who have wrong bowling action, mixed action. And in fast bowlers, we have different injuries like slap lesion, we have side strain also, then hamstring injuries, pace, posterior ankle impingement injuries, knee injuries, meniscus, ACL injuries. So these are few fast bowler injuries. I think Dr. Professor Senthil Kumar, he might have taught you everything in detail. So this was little brief about sports specific, cricket sports specific injury to fast bowlers. So if you have any questions, Dr. Professor Senthil Kumar or other students, you can ask me any question about cricket specific injuries. So any question?
people can ask the question. Mansi ma'am, Dr. Pooja,
Okay.
Dr. Ritu. Mansi ma'am. You are co-host. You should be able to unmute. No, okay. There was got exited in between. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir. Good evening, Dr. Sohail.
Good evening.
Nice, good amount of body of work that you are doing. And for us, we think physiotherapists as professionals who are working with the sports persons, for us, they are like the cream of the crowd because you're working with the sports personalities. And I think you also take the stress of the player who are playing on the ground, I guess. So a good amount of stress comes to you also. I just wanted to know, sir, the wrong bowling mechanism. How do you correct them, or what is wrong bowling mechanism according to physiotherapist point of view, sir? How
That's
wrong could it go?
Very good question. As I mentioned, there is a counter rotation of hip and shoulder. If it is more than like 60%, then fast bowlers are prone for low back stress injuries. So this is very important. We need to educate and create awareness among those who have mixed action. We have front on bowlers, we have side on bowlers, and we have mixed action type of fast bowlers. So, and
Okay.
one more important thing here is, like, if fast bowlers, if they have less spinal and hip range, hip is the main engine of the body. So we need to maintain and improve hip range of fast bowlers.
Okay. Okay.
And also load management. Load management is the hot topic. We need to monitor the load, like acute is to chronic workload ratio, and the sweet spot should be around like somewhat 0.8 to 1.3.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Any more questions?
Yes, sir. I would like to ask one thing, that if we talk about the cricket, that I think the most flexible personality is the wicket keeper, because he has to control all the movements of from in what direction the ball is coming, and he always in a banding position. So I think the person in the low back pain is the most common problem for the wicket keeper, I think, according to their flexion position. So I think if this type of patient in this positioning, if someone has come to us, so what will you suggest for that type of personality, the prescription for the treatment?
Actually, for wicket keepers, it's not basically the load that breaks an individual. It's basically the load that they are not prepared for. So we train wicket keepers to that level so that they can do these activities like squatting and all, jumping, hops. So we strengthen their core muscles so that they can manage participation, this performance load during matches. So this is a very important, very good question. Usually we have to also maintain the flexibility of soft tissues of low back, hamstring, posterior chain. So it's very easy, and fitness is also important. They need to have a lot of endurance. So like agility for wicket keepers, balance, coordination. These are very important key components of fitness for wicket keepers.
Right. Thank you so much, sir.
Welcome. So any other question?
Sir?
Dr. Professor Senthil Kumar, if you have any question, you can ask me about the cricket, anything.
Yeah, sure. Dr. Pooja, yeah.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
So my
They
question is,
must be like almost like neighbors. Okay. They have
yes, sir. Yes,
in
sir.
JNK. Yeah.
Yes, sir. My question is, female athletes tend to be more differently than the male. Regards meaning like physiological issues and orbital structures, or we say hormonal imbalance, nutrition, all these aspects. We are taking like one example, women often land flat-footed after jumping. Instead of the ball on their,
Your voice is not clear. I'm not able to hear you properly.
give me a second.
Don't move your this microphone.
Am I listened, sir?
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes, you are
perfect.
audible. Now it's clear.
Okay, sir. As I told, female athlete tend to be different from the male
Male,
athlete.
yes.
Various aspect like physiological, anatomical, many more. I'm taking the one example like women often landed flat-footed after jumping. Instead of the balls of their feet, they will lead to the improper landing. Due to this leads to the pressure on the knee, and many kind of the injuries occur. What are the precautions we are taking for these kind of the situation? Being a physiotherapist.
Yes, see, our landing should be on the midfoot, basically. So if anyone who lands on the heel or on toes, that will give us problem. So it's always better to land on balls of, as you mentioned, that is the midfoot. So all the jumping, hopping, and we have to train female athletes how to absorb the shock. That is very important. We will give them some drills to improve their landing technique.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome. Any other question?
Girish sir?
Yes, sir. So no, actually, yes, sir. One question is there.
Yes, please.
So like we saw like in javelin throw or like shot put, we can ask in question like that.
Yes, yes, no problem. You are talking about throwing mechanics, I
Yeah.
guess.
In javelin
Yes.
throw. So in javelin throw or like shot put, like we need strong shoulders. Like
Yes.
injuries are common to around shoulders and back, low back with, in javelin throw. So like what should we do for precaution as such, like to prevent the injuries to low back in that javelin throw, like?
Very good question. See, the thing is, when I go with the team, I initially create awareness among the players how to throw properly. There is proper correct mechanics of throwing.
Yes,
That
sir.
is very important. So we always, in baseball, you might have seen that we throw in sideways, side-on position. Side-on position is very important.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, not in like open position or closed position. That will create stress on back. And we have to use the body mechanics, how to shift the weight or transfer the weight from one leg to another leg, so that the force will generate from base to upper body. Actually, we don't throw with the shoulder tiny muscles because these are small tiny muscles, so they can tear up easily. So it's better always to use the whole body mechanics to share the load, and that is the way how we train athletes or players to get correct throwing mechanics. And of course, we have to strengthen the core muscles. Core muscles are very important in throwing. And of course, the rotator cuffs, supraspinatus, infraspinatus, teres minor, and subscapularis.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Thank you.
Thank
Thanks
you,
a
sir.
lot.
Thank you, sir.
Any other question, Doc?
This, we have a scenario where interdisciplinary, what is called as sports physician, and you have a coach. The major thing is the coach who might interfere
Coach
with our
always, coach is
all the
always
suggestions. Yeah.
bosses. Yeah, it's always Dr. Professor Santil Kumar sir. The thing is, I believe in teamwork. Team is very important. Like we need to have coach, even psychologists very important role for when players don't perform, and that time they have a great role. And even in prevention also, they can boost the moral of the patient. So like coach, trainers, we need to have physicians, sports medicine orthopedicians specific to sports injuries. Then we have masseurs also important, for recovery and all. Then sports nutritionists, very important. They also contribute towards common goal. We all are like key champions, and the players are the one who are going to perform. So it's very important.
Do we have?
Yes, please.
Oh, Dr. Sohail,
Yes.
I'm very curious because I have very less exposure directly into the sports team or the infrastructure. Do we have this movement analysis labs where our players can,
Yes,
bowling
yes,
action can be,
yes, good idea. See, the thing is, at present, so many. I think in Bangalore we have NCA, National Cricket Academy. They have got this facility how to analyze the movements while bowling, batting, or training. So, but the thing is, not to that level. Like in Australia, they have like Sydney Swans, they have their own labs, and they have got data of all the players. But now in Australia, I think one person, he's from Mumbai, settled in US. He has developed app-based artificial intelligence. They will put like sensors and monitor everything. They will ask players to do like squat test, single leg squat test, hop test, running test, and within 10 minutes with artificial intelligence, a report of that athlete will be generated, and it includes everything. It will show you everything in detail. So which all both the sides, and always when we have to assess the athlete, we should always compare from left to right. So it will give you AI, artificial intelligence. It will give you whole detail in depth. So I think we should also, involve technology while dealing with professional athletes.
and the third aspect is what I want you to highlight is the medical legal aspects. If
Yes.
Because that is again another very uncertain area.
Yes, the big organizations like BCCI and other international organizations, they have standard set of guidelines, policies for managing medical ethical these aspects. So I think they only few organizations, BCCI, NCA. Then we have international few international football academies. They have these kind of set of standards. Anything
Do we have
else?
any more questions, Dr. Ritu, Dr. Pooja?
No, sir.
Right. Dr. Shagira and Dr. Shishpal are members. Chandrasekhar sir. Okay. So it's something which is, for example, physiotherapist for a team, a cricket team also. There are different levels of physiotherapists.
Yes.
So what is that role sharing or the role definition between chief physiotherapist, assistant, or the supporting physio? Yeah.
Okay. So the thing is like, if I am with the team, so my initial job will be like screening, MSK screen. We call it musculoskeletal screening. So we will screen all the athletes to get the initial data. That is very important. We will get all information about the range of motion. Then we will do some clinical tests so that we will get an idea of an athlete, and we will do first initial consultation also. We'll ask about past history, surgical history, medical history, everything. Subjective and objective assessment will be there. And as you mentioned about the chief job description of chief physiotherapist and assistant physiotherapist, definitely there is different organization. They have different job description and scope of services for each individual. So BCCI in NCA, like they have Dr. Ashish Koshik. See, he is the head physio. If anyone from different states or at international level, he must report or inform to the head physiotherapist. So his physiotherapist, Dr. Ashish, will then appoint his assistant to that player, and he will guide him or her through video conferences, or they may call if they think like he needs supervised rehab. They may call him to the NCA Bangalore for rehabilitation, supervised rehabilitation. So I think this is the way in BCCI as attached with cricket. So this is how it works. Dr. Senthil, any more questions?
Yes, yes. Are our cricketers now post-COVID? Okay, you are seeing now that the cricket scenario totally is changed. Especially the fast bowlers want the shine on the ball. Okay, so
Yes,
they
yes.
used to use the saliva.
Yes, yes.
You see that now they are told that you cannot do that. Okay, and to a
Yes.
large extent, it is affecting their performance. So when they don't actually get the desired outcome, they are trying to do some abnormal techniques. Okay, and the pressure of either staying in the team or for the country, or the enthusiasm of playing after a break, or sedentary in between deconditioned and then they're coming back, plus the bio bubbles. So there are a lot of factors which has been highlighted in the media widely. And we are seeing that the performance of our own bowlers, which was previously there, is not there. Okay, and so how to handle this as a what is called as a simple step-by-step strategy for a inexperienced sports physio, okay, to handle this multidimensional scenario challenge now.
Yes, yes, very good school of thought. The thing is, like in BCCI, they have framed the policy for everything, and you know, this due to this pandemic, we all know that it's uncertain. Nobody knows. You know, it's very dangerous. The thing is, the priority of any big organization is always to save life first. Life is important, then comes performance. So it's always better to follow the SOPs, you know, set or given by any organization. So we need to follow the guidelines or policy of specific organization to maintain the standards, and to safety and effectiveness both are important, but the prime thing for me is the safety. If you are safe, then only you can perform. Any other question, Doc?
चंद्रशेखर सर, आपको कुछ पूछना है क्वेश्चन? क्रिकेट प्लेयर किसी को आपने फिजियोथेरेपी दिया? जो भी केस एक्सपीरियंस है, स्पोर्ट्स इंजरीज?
लेकिन अभी ऐसा क्वेश्चन तो
So we have come to the actual moment. It's the moment of actually honor for the academy to felicitate and recognize the hard work and the effort that is put, and the team work. Not only working with the team, it is making the teams to work. Okay. So, and as a single, what I can say is a flag bearer for physiotherapy profession in J&K and influencing the policy makers continuously. There were governments which were changing, and there were guidelines where the rules were changing, but the efforts of Dr. Suhail didn't change at all. Okay, so that's something which is phenomenal, and that is the importance. That is the thing, the example that we have to set for other physios or the students.
If you, Dr. Professor Senthil, if you allow me to speak about, you know, I can say a few words about this. Thanks for your kind and inspiring words. The thing is, you know, when I was in India and then I went to Saudi Arabia, I was heading the department in MOH. So the thing is, they have, you know, high standard of you know, practicing how to perform job with proper documentation, and how to frame policies and procedures for each you know, whether each technique. So this is what is lacking in India. This is we need to work on policies and procedures as your organization, AOMPT. So I think you have all the documentation, and you are providing the policies of all manual therapy techniques. That shows the standard and you know, excellence of your organization. So for me, when I used to frame policies and procedures, very important set of standards are very important. Then only we will come to know what we are doing. We can monitor the workload. We can monitor the progress of our performance of treatment, as well as the performance of our staff, by only documentation and policies. So these are very important things. So if you want to, you know, if anyone of you want to achieve, you know, goals, we need to have like SMART goals. SMART means specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-bound goals. Nowadays, normal goals doesn't have you know, that much value. So it's very important to have vision. Vision is very important. If you want to achieve something in life, you need to have vision, and you need to have smart strategic objectives like mission. Then yes, good team who can implement those you know, school of thoughts or policies or set of standards. You need to have action plan. Action plan is very important. So as a team and continuous with full dedication and hard work, I think we all can achieve anything in life. That's how I started in JNK. It was my dream to contribute for my profession. In 2016, I came to India back from Saudi Arabia. I thought, let me contribute to my state as well as my country. And I took the initiative. I thought, let me, as we don't have regulatory body in JNK, so I thought if we create posts at primary health centers, so for each district we have so many primary health centers, so it can help to get adjusted all the physios. We have so many primary these PSCs, NTPS, new type of primary health centers. So it will accommodate a lot of physios in that way. So this was my idea, and it will be like, you know, referral model for whole India in future. So this is big thing. So all over India, all the physios will get adjusted, and all the people, you know, of different far flung areas or districts, they will also get benefited by our noble professional services. Over to you,
Yes.
Doctor. Over to you, Dr. Professor Santi.
So I'll project the award, and it's the moment of pride for the award to be having the name of Dr. Suhail Ahmed Mir. So it's really a great pleasure to have sir amongst us, always, every time. But in the closing ceremony or the conclusion of the course, to honor his exemplary work towards professional development in education as a resource person, and also in clinical practice as a sports physiotherapist, and of course the policy making as the president of the Jammu and Kashmir Physiotherapy Association. And of course, above all that, being an inspirational leader in the field of physiotherapy. So Academy of Orthopedic Manual Physical Therapists is proud to honor Dr. Suhail with the Physio Ratan 2021 award, the first award that is institutionalized by the Academy in the history. So it's a pleasure, sir.
Thank you so much.
Good work. Stay blessed.
Thank you so much. God bless you too. You are doing great job, and I wish you will continue with the same zeal and passion. The way you are dealing things and handling all situations, and you are such an inspiration for next generation, and you are an asset to our profession. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
So, right. So Dr. Pooja wants to add on with any of the scenario in Jammu and Kashmir. Would you want to highlight the physiotherapy or the professional conflicts or challenges? Anything?
Yes,
There
yes,
are the, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
please, please. You
Please
go.
continue.
Yes, it's very challenging. It's not easy to work in J&K, as you know, due to continuous turmoil in J&K. It's very challenging, and I am trying my best and continuously doing my follow-ups and almost few of administration people. They are my clients, and I'm treating them, and they are getting results, and that's the way how they are helping us. And I'm really thankful to those IAS, KS officers who are helping us to raise our standard in J&K. But same time we have other professionals. They are always opposite to us and against us, our school of thought. But I feel if you believe in yourself, you can achieve anything in your life. They will throw stones on you. They will talk bad about you. You shouldn't mind. You should go and move forward in life. That is how I deal with situations.
Yes, sir. Exactly. Sir was telling very nicely to all the problem facing nowadays or previously. There are the lot of our professionals, colleagues, or we say our seniors, juniors, all degrade at any cost. But sir was always one of the best motivators, especially in JNK.
Thank you.
Because I have seen sir was done many of the headaches, lot of the distance routinely follow-ups and all the things. Sometimes going to many distance. Jammu and Kashmir is a very big distance, not a small distance, as we all know. It is approximately, I think, sir, 300 something.
Yes, 300 kilometers from
Yeah.
Jammu to Srinagar is the distance, and I went so many times, just to
From
get,
here to
because
there.
yes, because we have Darbar Mu in Jammu and Kashmir. We have secretariat 6 months in Jammu, 6 months in Srinagar. So it is really difficult, to get, do follow up in Srinagar. Then we have to move to Jammu for same file. Sometimes they will throw your files in dustbin. But I never gave up, and I think I'm still trying and learning. I believe learning and quality are endless journeys. So we should always support each other and uh, encourage each other. That is how we can work and improve our profession.
Yeah, sir. These are the facing the problems mainly for the associations. But besides this, there is a lot of the problem we are facing, and is clinically also, as well also as a no better, is a lot of the problem in teaching also. Lot of the persons known to, they are not updated one from the another. This is a very barrier.
This is very good question. As we don't have regulatory body in J&K, so nobody is monitoring what's going on at present. So actually we need to have uniform standard policies throughout India for physiotherapy, and it's very challenging and difficult, but not impossible. We have to frame the policies, uniform national standard physiotherapy policies. That's going to take our profession to next level.
Even I see here there is a lot of the females in physiotherapists. As we were talking about the student, every year approximately per batch is 40 plus students in one college. There are the two colleges in JNK, one in the Srinagar diploma, and in one in Jammu. Yeah, approximately 35 in Jammu, and hope so.
Yes,
there is also
the reason behind that is, we never have taken initiative with our heart. It's only by like mouth talking therapies and all. We need to work hard, and you need to have concept idea. We need to educate administration. That is very important. Unless we educate them, they won't entertain us. They are thinking like, we are not that much qualified and all. We need to educate and create awareness among them. I went so many times with syllabus. I showed them all the subjects what we are reading and studying. see, and in addition to that, like exercise therapy, electrotherapy, and other biomechanics. So then only, you know, they will understand so about our profession. So this is very important. That's what, you know, we need to be proactive. If we have to achieve our goals, we need to be proactive. If we are proactive, then only I think you know, we can achieve some goals.
Yes. Thank you, sir. Over to you, sir.
Welcome.
Yes. So we have come to the final moment to actually what is called as to bless sir with more and more energy so that he can keep inspiring all of us and keep doing his great work. I hand over the stage to Dr. Ritu ma'am, who will do the closing summary and also the vote of thanks. And then we can end the session. If sir has to add on with any points, he can add.
No, I think we
Right.
have covered almost everything, and you already spoke about that. Thank you, thanks a lot, and thanks to AOMPT team for making this program successful. I wish you all the best for future endeavors. Thank you, thanks a lot.
Good luck. Yes, Ritu ma'am.
Yes, sir. A very nice and informative words from Dr. Soil, sir, because it was a very light showing direction that how you were telling about all the sports injuries and everything you were telling. It's a very new for all of us. Although we are learning from Dr. Santhal sir, sir has already explained everything. But when we are adding this is a sports injury, then your words of addition is a very, the weightage is more high because we can learn more and more from you also. So it was very nice talk with you. And I think the person who is with the kind heart can do such kind of work as that Pooja ma'am is showing, is saying that you are handling so much trouble for traveling and everything about your judiciary system is there shifting from 6 months here and there. So you have to manage because you are a kind hearted and a very supportive person. That's why you are managing, because if you are hard enough, like a tightness in your nature, then you cannot move from here to there. So because you are a flexible, like a muscles.
So we as physios need to have flexibility.
Yeah, because
Thank
there's
you.
a no space of spasm in your nature, na? So you are flexible enough. So you are moving for the work for others. So that is your personality, which you are doing good work for others.
Thank you.
So
Thank you. To
it's
serve
my,
humanity, is to serve God.
yeah,
Please
that's
continue.
true. Yeah, very true, sir. Your all words are very true. That's why I am saying that you are a kind hearted. That's why you are linking all the things with this. So it's our pleasure that we have listened you, and sir has given you a great award. It's a very much pleasure for all the AMPT family member that for our great course, which is a very upgraded course about the certification course for specialist lumbar spine course. It was a great journey for last 20 days with sir, that how sir has given their full efforts to learn for our learning, that they can make our learning so much easy, so we can understand in each condition how the functioning and dysfunctioning, non-irritability and irritability. So as you were talking about the sports injury, that today was our session about the non-specific low back pain. I think when you were telling that I was all the things which sir was explaining before your session, that was wondering in my mind that yes, it was a condition of that sports person. And this was so. I was combining all these conditions. So very nice, and we all are very feeling pleasuring that you are here. So I will say thank you for behalf of AMPT, the all family members of AMPT, and
Thank you.
sir is also here to giving you award. So very thanks. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks once again.
Over to you, sir.
Yes. So it's fine. We go ahead with closing the session. Yes, Dr. Sohail.
Yes. Thanks a
So
lot.
keep up your good work.
Okay.
God bless you.
Nice. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.
Thank you, sir.
Bye.
Thank you, sir.